Hello everybody. Today I'm going to make a video that may actually be part of a series on my channel, where I cover what's relevant in whatever. Mostly gaming. If I touch on anything political, I'm probably going to be shot by firing squads full of people who disagree with me, which is why I'm going to start off the series with an episode detailing the Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary Twitch stream, which was a live event somewhere, I think it was San Diego, that Sega streamed live on Twitch. Now, I'm going to sum up basically the only things that people really would care about in this video, but if you still want more, somebody's probably made a compilation of cringe moments just like Minecon or E3 2016 and 2015. I can imagine Crobcat right now just shaking in his boots. You go, man, I ain't gonna stop you. Now, after a rather abrasive stream full of audio glitches, Totinos, and what we mentioned previously as cringe, I was able to deduct two things that I actually care about. Well, three things, if you count LEGO Dimensions and Sonic being in it. By the way, did I mention this series is going to be rather opinionated? I'm going to give actual facts, but at the same time, I'm going to, put my opinion as a part of it. So if I don't give a shit about something, I'm probably not going to cover it in much detail. Hence why I didn't delve into LEGO Dimensions. Cool and all, but not gonna delve into it. Alright, let's get this show on the road, cut to the chase, cut to the meat. The first thing that they announced that I care about is a game called Sonic Mania, and if you don't already know what that is, it is a classic-styled game with new zones, new graphics, and stuff like that, and Sega is working on it in collaboration with a studio called Headcanon, which I've never heard of, as well as Christian Whitehead, who did the Sonic 1 and 2 remasters on mobile, and the Sonic CD port to PC on Steam, but it's also being worked on by a team named Pagoda West. And if you don't know who they are, I believe they're a team comprised of a couple of developers from the early stages of Sonic 2 HD, which is still going on. It's a project to, well, obviously recreate Sonic 2 in HD, which had some issues, but they pulled their heads out of their asses and now they're actually doing good. I don't know if Pagoda West is the same team that's working on it anymore, or if they sort of branched off, cut cords. But if you look at the Sonic Mania trailer, you can see that the graphics and animations and visuals they all look really amazing, especially what looks to be the title screen. I'll play a little clip. God, I just love it, to be honest. Pagoda West also did work on games such as Major Magnet on iOS, which I've actually played the demo of. It's a really unique kind of game. And again, Pagoda West's animation talents really shine through. Feels very Looney Tune-esque. I also heard from the stream, I believe I heard from the stream, don't quote me on this, I would rather you Google it yourself, find more info, that another person working on the Sonic 2 HD project is working on this, for the music in particular. Their name is T. Lopez, or T. Lopes, sorry if I mispronounce your name, and if you don't already know who that is, let me play a sample of some of his songs from Sonic 2 HD. He is a wonderful musician, in my opinion, and probably yours too. He really does the Sonic 2 tracks justice. So, we have that to look forward to. And I am very, very excited for Sonic Mania. Because, Sonic's going back to his roots. I think Sega's recognized that the fans just want a classic game because no innovations are really working. People thought Unleashed daytime segments and Sonic Generations modern segments were just boost to win. And Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were actually pretty highly criticized. Especially recently, there's a lot of, reviewers bad-mouthing those games. Personally, I like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Sonic Generations, so I may be a bit biased, but I've just seen a big number of people that don't really like those games. As for Sega, to see that they're returning to a classic formula and not in the vein of Sonic 4, that's great, and they've got some of, the best team members you could imagine. Pagoda West, Christian Whitehead, T. Lopez, it's like a classic Sonic dream team over there. The only thing that could solidify it is if they had the Sonic CD musicians, or some people who were really good at making Sega Genesis-styled music. But at the same time, I'd like to see what T. Lopez brings to the table for music. Alright, enough gushing about Sonic Mania from me. There's another game that was teased a lot more vaguely. They simply call the game Project Sonic 2017 in the trailer, and it appears to be a very well-rendered cinematic featuring modern Sonic, and I'll actually play a segment of it, kind of skip between parts so that you get the gist. Yeah, it caught me off guard, let me tell you. According to information on the stream, this is going to be a new experience rather than a sequel. It kind of looks like something that's gonna tie into Generations, or just something that's, you know, going the nostalgia route that they seem to like going for. But nevertheless, I'm pretty excited to see what's in store, because I've been waiting for a good modern Sonic game for a while. Let me tell you, Lost World is not very good, especially since they ditched co-op in the PC port. You know, that could have saved the game, but you know, I understand there are people that like Lost World, and I don't hate it outright, but to me it just felt weird, and I don't have any real incentive to keep playing it. But I am excited to see what's in store for Project Sonic 2017. Another interesting tidbit is that near the very end, where it says join the Resistance Holiday 2017, you know, shows the consoles like PS4, Xbox One, NX, PC, yada yada yada. You'll notice NX. And I said that, which, if you don't already know, is Nintendo's rumored new console. And I only say rumored because there's not a lot confirmed on it. The existence of it may be confirmed, but a lot of the stuff surrounding it isn't confirmed quite yet. Sega knew when to give up with the consoles, and Nintendo, you're just still going at it. You're trucking hard. I might as well clear this up. Contrary to popular belief, it is not Android-based. At least from what I've seen, there's no actual proof that it is in fact Android-based. So anybody who thought that, yeah, don't worry. It's not. Or do worry if you like Android. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. But what's weird to see is the NX being in a lineup with PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And I actually posted a comment on the video. It led me to some speculation that maybe the NX was on par with the PS4 and Xbox One in terms of power. After some research, I got some information that supposedly the NX is above the PS4 in terms of power, which on one hand I kind of doubt, but on the other hand, it's still probably decently powerful, even if it's not above the PS4. Either way, I'm pretty excited to see what's in store for the NX now, since I know that Sega wouldn't make a, different version of a game unless it was for something handheld. And from what I know, there's a pretty high chance that the NX is not going to be handheld. I'd love to be proven wrong, though. Back on topic, I'm really interested to see what Project Sonic 2017 is. Some people have mentioned that the city being destroyed looks like City Escape, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe Sega just reused assets, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Who knows? What? I'm gonna digress a bit. Half the stream was the Crush 40 lead singer and the guitarist doing covers of songs from Sonic. And you know, in my opinion, they actually did a pretty good job. But there were a pretty surprising amount of times where they screwed up. And then the singer kept on sending the mic to the audience to try and get them to sing. And I guess either not a lot of people sung, or the microphone didn't catch them because it was practically silence. And God, it was so awkward. Somebody's probably gonna put it in a compilation. And hey, if anybody's making a compilation, you'd better have the audio glitches, because half the stream had buzzing and audio being in the wrong ear. Some of it was just dead silence. Aaron Weber, the dude who runs the Sonic Twitter supposedly, he was trying to talk and then the audio just would cut out. And you know, considering that a lot of his time was spent talking about Totino's stuffed nachos and Big the Cat and Sonic the Hedgehog memes. Those are his words, not mine. I don't think he was really saying anything worth hearing in the first place. Aaron Weber, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry. I'm just speaking for the community at this point. But man, for the most part, the stream was a disaster. I'm just glad that we had Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2016. I'm pretty excited for those. Because if it weren't for those two things, then I would just, that stream would just go in my heart as awful. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the Sonic 25th anniversary stream, because if you did, good, you probably enjoyed it better than I did. And you know, keep being happy about it. Personally, I think being disappointed in something is a hell of a lot more heartbreaking than just liking something that people consider bad. But that's just me. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I might turn this into a series, you know, talk about other stuff. I was going to do an episode on Doom back before that was being released, and then I ended up stalling and not finishing it, and oops, it's 2 months after Doom released, so goodbye that idea. By the way, Doom 4 is very good. Please play it. Maybe when it goes on sale though, because it might not be worth full price right now. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and this will be the end of the video. Goodbye.